Hello my friends and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about what are the absolute best meta-analysis softwares here in 2026. Today is actually January 1st, 2026 when I am recording this, and we're going to review 3 different software packages. We're going to talk really briefly about JASP, we're going to talk about RStudio using the metafor package and a bunch of others that are available, and we're going to talk a little bit about comprehensive meta-analysis. I know there are other software packages out there, but those are the big 3 that people tend to use. So I'm going to say it right up front, JASP is my overall recommendation. There's a number of reasons for this, but most of all, it's free, it is open source, it runs off R so that things are reproducible, and it has a point and click interface. So let me show you really quickly what this actually looks like. All I'm going to do is go to open, I'm going to open up a data set here, it opens up this, I click on meta-analysis, and look, first thing you can calculate your effect sizes. You have a bunch of different types of meta-analysis available to you, okay? You can see this huge list: classical meta-analysis, multi-level meta-analysis. They have pet piece, they have meta-analytic SEM, and it's the only program I know of other than R where you have Bayesian meta-analysis models available too, and the Bayesian models here are also point and click. So I don't know anything about Bayesian meta-analysis other than that it exists, but I'm going to just show you what this interface looks like. If we click this here, you can see it has a point and click method to go through and do all of your different analyses, and it is the same thing for a classical meta-analysis as well. All we have to do is drop in our effect size, which is actually right here, and our standard error, which I didn't calculate, but that would get dropped in here. You have all sorts of different choices that you can make through, and look, we already have our meta-analytic tests here, okay? It has our heterogeneity, it has our pool effect size, it tells us our p-values, shows us everything we could possibly want to know. If you want to know the R code, we go down here to advanced and we click show metafor code, and it shows us exactly what it did. So the reason I think JASP is the overall best choice for meta-analysis right now is because number 1, it's free and open source. Number 2, it's got a point and click interface so that you can go through and do everything you need to do without having to worry about the coding side of it. Number 3, it's all reproducible because it has this metafor code. You can go through and make sure it is doing everything that you think it is doing, and you can make sure every single option is set correctly. You also have tons of flexibility with this, and it will go through and create your plots for you. So we can just create a forest plot real quick, and that took about 3 seconds, right? If I want to show my study names in there, I can just add that over, and it's going to update and show it. Absolutely wonderful software. Here in 2026, JASP is the one to beat. This is the one that I recommend to everyone. The only thing that this does not do as of now, to my knowledge, or the only thing that's like mainstream and I know a lot of people use, is network meta-analysis. Now, I don't work in medicine right now, so I don't know enough about network meta-analysis to be able to make a recommendation for you, but for any of these other types of meta-analysis, I really, really, really enjoy JASP. All right, so our second choice here, the one that I would go to next, is using RStudio and any number of packages that are available. Now, the most common is the metafor package. At least in my field, the most common one that we see is called metafor, and it is brilliant. There are so many different options. It is extremely well documented. But there is a downside to using anything in R. And you know what that is? You have to code, right? So that means that if I want to use the package, I already have it installed, but I have to do things like library, metafor, and then I have to load it in. Yeah, so that's loading in now, right? Then I need to go through and I need to actually know the code and the syntax to be able to read in my data and do everything correctly. And here's the thing, the main reason I don't recommend using RStudio for a lot of people is because unless you understand the syntax, unless you understand the functions and all these other things that go along with using it, if you make a mistake, it's probably still going to run in a lot of cases. It's just not telling you what you think it's telling you. It's telling you what you told it to do rather than what you think you told it to do. So unless you are very, very knowledgeable about coding, then I don't necessarily recommend starting with R. I think it is brilliant, and there are some great tools out there if you are somebody who likes code and if you really want to get into a lot of the small details. And what I mean by that is there's some things that are available in R packages that are not necessarily available through point and click interfaces through something like JASP. So R is a wonderful tool. There are freaking awesome packages available for R. Like I said, the metafor package, amazing. For those who understand how to use R and understand the functions within it, super powerful. But there's a lot of opportunities to make mistakes because it's all code-based, right? And so the next thing you're probably wondering is, well, can't I just use an LLM to give me some of this code? And then you just be able to copy paste stuff in. Guess what? LLMs don't really understand, at least in my experience so far, they don't really understand the different packages. So as an example, I have told an LLM to help me run a 3-level meta-analysis, and I described how I wanted my data input, and I said I'm only using the metafor package. And guess what? They will sometimes give me output that tells me to do it using the meta package or any of these other meta-analysis packages. So R is extremely powerful for those of you who understand coding and really want to learn how to do the coding. But if you are not that type of person, I don't think there's anything wrong with avoiding it. I would go right to JASP with that point and click interface and just go from there. Okay, so the last one we have on our list here is comprehensive meta-analysis. Now, back in the day, this is actually what I started doing meta-analysis with. I learned how to do meta-analysis with comprehensive meta-analysis. It is an awesome program. There are a lot of advantages to it. But in my opinion, as of the last time I used it, there's also some disadvantages to it. So we go down into student pricing. If we compare this to RStudio and compare it to JASP, both of those are free. Right? JASP is free, RStudio is free. Comprehensive meta-analysis does have a cost associated with it. So I'm on student pricing right now. Today is January 1st, 2026. And you can see they have the light version here. I personally would not buy the light version. It does not do all of the things that I would personally want to be able to have the flexibility to do. I would probably be looking at the professional version to do a meta-analysis as I would do in my typical field. So that would mean that for me, if I were a student for 1 year, this would be $300. Now, when I compare that to using JASP, that's a big price difference, right? That's a really big price difference to me. So pricing is one reason. And honestly, it's really the main reason. But there's also a big second thing that's actually listed on this same page. This program currently only works on Windows, okay? So they say to run it on a Mac, you need Parallels or something like that. And if you're on Linux, you can't really use Wine. It's not recommended. So to me, that's a deal breaker. And the reason is because I use Linux now. I haven't used Windows in months, and I have absolutely no plan to go back. Most of the folks that I know are using Mac if they're not on Linux. So it just wouldn't work for them unless they have another software program, which is Parallels, and then they buy a Windows license, which is even more money. And so for me, those together, it just kind of pushes me away from comprehensive meta-analysis. But that said, it is a very powerful software, and it is a very easy to use software. I remember it being very easy to use. They have a number of things in here. Now, granted, admittedly, I have not actually used comprehensive meta-analysis since version 2, but it does show you the interface, right? So you can have your study names, you put in your effect size information, and it'll calculate your effect size here, and then you can click run analysis. You can see the button right there, and you can set a bunch of your computational options and things up here in the taskbar. Now, something I do want to mention about this, at least last time I used it with version 2, you did want to go through and check these computational options because they're important, right? You need to go through and set them to be set up as you want them to. So where does this leave us? At the end of the day, I recommend JASP to everyone who asks me what software they can use for meta-analysis. JASP is free, it has tons of options, and it's very user-friendly. Over all of that, it's reproducible because you get the R code. So if you're somebody who wants to learn how to use R, I think JASP is a great way to do it because you can point and click your way through the menus for the meta-analysis and look and see what code that generates. And that's a great way to learn how to use the metafor package. So in the beginning of 2026, like I said, January 1st, 2026, I highly recommend JASP as the software that you use for your meta-analysis if you're doing a type of analysis that is compatible with that. The only thing that JASP does not do as of now for the meta-analyst is network meta-analysis, but many other types of meta-analysis are all included here, and it is very simple to use. So as of January 1st, 2026, I highly recommend that JASP is your go-to software for learning how to do meta-analysis, for easily doing a meta-analysis, and most of all, for easily getting plots and tables out of the software into something else, and for learning how meta-analysis works using the metafor package for R, because it does give you the R code. So that said, I hope this video has been helpful for you guys. Please like and subscribe to help support the channel. I look forward to creating a bunch of new videos this year to help you guys learn how to do meta-analysis and systematic review. So thank you and have an absolutely wonderful day.